Daniel Summers had been diagnosed with traumatic brain injury, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other conditions related to the war. He ran hundreds of combat missions as a machine gunner and carried out interrogations as part of an intelligence team in Baghdad. Later, he worked with JSOC, the Joint Special Operations Command, as a senior analyst in Mosul. In a letter first quoted by the Phoenix New Times and written to his family before he killed himself just over 2 weeks ago, Daniel Summers wrote, quote, "During my first deployment, I was made to participate in things the enormity of which is hard to describe. War crimes, crimes against humanity. Though I did not participate willingly and made what I thought was my best effort to stop these events, there are some things that a person simply cannot come back from. I take some pride in that, actually, as to move on in life after being part of such a thing would be the mark of a sociopath in my mind. These things go far beyond what most are even aware of. To force me to do these things and then participate in the ensuing cover-up is more than any government has the right to demand. Then the same government has turned around and abandoned me," he wrote. He went on to say, "Any blame rests with them." Daniel Summers killed himself on June 10th. He was 30 years old.
Merican girls, Merican guys, they'll always stand up and salute. They'll always recognize when they see old glory flying that there's a lot of men dead. So tyrants sleep in peace at night when they lay down their heads. My daddy served in Iraq, where he lost his right leg. He put a bullet in his head, came home and found him dead. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. We know that history began on that September day, that they hate us for our riches and cause we don't kill our gays. So in 03, one of the last places you could still get a drink, we decided it needed some democracy. And Colin Powell put your name at the top of his list, and Dick Cheney started making up his Christmas list. And the drones will fly, and it's gonna be hell. When 1 million people bought all of the death you sell, it'll feel like the empire is coming down on you. Oh, brought to your courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Oh, justice will be served and God's judgment will reign down on all of us who started a war in vain. Now we've lost all our freedom in the U.S. of A. We'll put a boot up your ass and let the VA decay. And Colin Powell put your name at the top of his list. And Dick Cheney started making up his Christmas list. And the drones will fly, and it's gonna be hell. When 1 million people bought all of the death you sell, it'll feel like the empire is raining down on you. Oh, brought to your courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Oh.